Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. So it's kind of weird. The etching no longer exists, so it doesn't look the same. I checked the stock number to make sure it wasn't just some sort of different model. But I think at a certain point it's going to be weird. But I'm going to ask the dude. I'm going to say, look, can we swap rings? So one. It was what I should have done. Again, I partially got the cue the other day, but couldn't get it. Right. So again, it was something that was an early on purchase, and they probably had the heaviest curse on that. Because once they start cursing, then their anti-power starts dropping. And then the things you order later aren't as easy for them to block. Right. So that's generally how this all unfolds. But, I don't try to return a lot of this stuff. I just give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away. All right. Some place called Kenilworth. Mm-hmm. Actually, this may have been better to go directly. Remember, they had them, and they actually had them pulled. But I couldn't heal the store because I was being passively aggressed by one of the employees. Right from the beginning, I think it was the mask. Again, I'm the N-word person, so I'm not asking them to curse me. So don't try to do it like if that's it. But if they're going to curse me for wearing a mask, they're going to curse you for being black. 50% Latino. Latinos get it 50% of the time. But I found that Latinos are racist. So again, there's less black people that are racist than Latinos, but black people are more vocal about it. Like black women don't even know why they can't get with white guys. It's because your men are racist. That's really it. I went through it. 100%. And the women are like begging to get away from some of them. I mean, very abusive people, is the way I understand it. Which, that personality would work out. 100%. Now, it's generalization, but it's true. Culture-wise, you speak to Mexican women, they'll explain it to you. I've had some Mexican women friends. Thank you much. Checking my navigation here. I switched back to the other device. It was weird in that store. I got fast progressed. But again, if the person's a witch, which that person was, passive aggression actually kills, believe it or not. 100%. That's actually passive aggression is actually what causes murder. Thank you, bro. That's good that what's his name, football player. I don't remember their names. I mean, I remember Shaq. I remember Shaq for a different reason. I don't think it's football. I can't remember what it was. Some charity thing or something. But this football player, like, I think it was Florida, he got angry and he like hit the marina owner because they weren't supposed to be there. It's somebody else's event, and probably was drunk, you know. So the NFL's like adjudicating it, but he stepped forward, said, "I did the wrong thing, you know. I'm dumb, you know. I did a dumb thing, and you know they're gonna, you know, we're doing our best to make it right." So again, he at least, you know, kids and people that are easily influenced, you know, they have somebody that's saying, "Hey, look, don't do what I did," and that's important. So I think the NFL will probably, at least this go around, and as long as he keeps himself away from that, will just mildly rule on that. Actually, okay, so this is the part of Overland Park they were actually talking about. 100%. No, I was right. They were talking about something earlier. I don't know. I don't listen to people's conversations too often. They actually think I'm like really enthralled and listening and like spying on them. People have thoughts like that. Like I barely listen to you when you talk to me when we have a conversation. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the brain power to understand what you're saying. I just smile and go, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that kind of. You know, it was closer to go this one. Yeah, it was. I didn't know where Leawood was. I thought it was like way over in Missouri somewhere. Right. So I kind of went to the wrong one. But that's all right. I got to heal that store. Who knows what would have happened? I went to this store straight away. Agreed. Actually, that's where I'm supposed to be living anyway, so that kind of happened. Right. Because I'm supposed to be like traveling in those circles. That's like when I go to stores, that's what I'm doing. I'm healing a lot of people in a lot of places. 100%. Back when I first woke up and I was, closer in with people, they knew something was happening. They would, hey, do your stuff. It wasn't a lot. The government had always ruined everything. 100%. I went in through my app and I repositioned my cameras. I have actually another camera that's offline. That would never go. So there was somebody that walked into my room yesterday. Again, when you investigate, when you look at ulterior motive and what's actually going on with Spycraft. So that person walked in, shut the door before I had a chance to look at him. This time it's on camera. But I had all my external cameras off. I had my offline camera off. So my offline camera caught the person. That's what happened the other day where somebody walked in. But this time I got out the door and it was daytime and I saw who it was. Now, somebody was talking about it that they thought he was maybe drunk. Right. And he actually went up to the counter and said, I walked into somebody else's room. How he confused my room from his, because the girl last night's like, I don't know how he could think that was his room. You're on a different side. You're in a completely different building. Right. And there's just no way that he could think that was his room. Okay. So again, just putting it out there, how they operate so you can analyze it. So this guy does it and they go, oh, that's who it was. But it could have been someone else. 100%. And they want us to believe that both times were that person. So that's one of the things they would do in Spycraft, to confuse. So they pay somebody else to do it, and then he takes the fall for both of them. 100%. Especially somebody that's an alcoholic or something like that, they would be prone to taking the money for just accidentally opening the door. Then you go up to the counter and say, I messed up, that kind of thing. And then we got you covered anyway. If they put you out, we'll get you a plate. Thank you, Larry. So that would be that one. And then, of course, that maybe it was him both times or whatever. And they're probing to see, what happens when they do that. It was my other camera on because they know I'll say something. My gosh. When you look at that, it isn't. You're going to get hit with what they want you to believe. First off, because I go through this all the time in trying to figure out. You receive a cue, and it looks like a cue. It looks like it's better than a cue because cues will be correct. Actually, when you're using cues, I don't know. You can't. When you have a relationship, because you Drew. To go now. I got know where I'm at. I think I know where I'm at. You know where I'm at? Supervisor? Is supervisor coming up or is that a civilian? White vehicle here. Trying to look like a supervisor. All the officers are on you. Oh, okay, she's a civilian. Boy, yeah, it is kind of sweaty out today. But we've had these days, similar days. So there's some new protein bars out. They're pretty good. Hopefully, they don't jack up the price. What happens is the cheaper protein bars are the ones that are 15 grams because 30 is really a lot. You can still do 30 as long as they're price, cost effective, and then you get to split it up. It's easier to digest 30 grams of protein if you eat 15 now and like 15 an hour later. See? Or even half hours. Right. I've done that with protein bars. You'd have a protein bar anyway. So they're 15 grams, and they're only like 1 gram or 2 grams. They're less than, I think, 2 grams of fat per, which protein bars, like workout protein bars, are notorious for sat fat. 100%. You got 3, 4, 5, 6 grams of sat fat.
1,000 feet, turn right to stay on West 87th Street.
So what this does is, I guess it's about the same because it would be, well, one was 1 gram, so it would only be 2 grams total. Maybe even, I think some were 8 grams. Something's coming up in my head. All I know is there's a lot of sat fat. All right. And the thing about this one is, for 15 grams of protein, they're giving. So what happens is sat fat makes you not hungry. And if you're not hungry after you eat a protein bar, you'll probably buy those protein bars more so than if you're still hungry. So what they do is they put sat fat in there, and then it makes you satiated and you're not hungry anymore. See, these bars are great. But what this does is they gave you a larger portion and reduce the sat fat. So they're just cleaner bars than are generally out there. And they don't have that medicine taste to them or anything. You get 15 gram bars for like $5.50 or something like that. That's a pretty good deal. All right. So if you go with a 30 gram, you get 5 30 gram bars for like, 11, 12 bucks. That's pretty good. Right. And they taste fine. They're not just your standard chocolate with peanut butter rammed inside of it. They got like salted caramel and it really, I didn't have that, but it had like almond, I think it's like chocolate or fudge, something, almond, coconut, something. But I mean, it tastes like a good, actually tastes better than a Kind bar, I think. But that kind of idea. And it's a sizable bar. It's not a small one. That was the best deal going. I'm waiting for it to be ruined. It's the best thing I've seen in a long time as far as innovation, pricing, wellness of the bar. Actually.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Switzer Street.
Well, the ones that are like the Milky Way bar, protein bar, if weather like this, you pull it out of your bag. You're like, "Grr." I just has a little bit of nougat on, a little bit of fudge and like nougat and some other stuff, but it's not like those. It's not going to end up like those.
Take the next right onto Switzer Street.
So you just take the wrapper off, the chocolate comes off of that, and it's just all greasy, greasy nougat. I don't know how far I'm gonna get on. My bike's kind of heavy. I'm like, I built the frame up except for that KHS velvet that I bought. And I got a great price. I paid $1,500 for KHS velvet. That was great. It'd have been dead by now if I kept it in storage. So the intuition was right. It was going to take me like 2.5, 3 years. My real intuition was I'm going to go to my brother's. I'm going to get well, and then I could buy everything all over because my brother's not going to charge me a lot for rent. Pay him like $300-400, and I'd be fine. Just at least for a year or something like that. But again, they triggered him one way, then they triggered him the other way because they want me to give away my stuff. That's what they wanted.
Your destination is on the left.
Encourage, bless. It's really nice. The N word's emanating from these black people that live where I live. You've all put that there. It's part of your community also. It's intrinsic to your community. So where are these people at? They still on this side? They should be on our side. Maybe they're in my room. Who knows? They should be done here. Or did they stop for the day? Or not over here? They must be on my side. Probably in my room. Oh, I'm going to look for this kid. He's not here. I don't know if he's got the grips or not, but I'd like to trade the rings if we could. And then he'll have gray grips, gray rings, and I'll black grips with black rings. That's what I really wanted. But I just got disgusted with it because they weren't etched and all that. Are they done for the day? Where are they? They're done for the day. Right. I guess they didn't do us. Wait a minute. You gotta wait till tomorrow. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're trying to make me push through to make friends with people that harm me, and that's not going to happen here. Again, it's a manipulation to get me to push through them harming me so they can harm me further. Again, that's spycraft and criminal spycraft at that. There's a fine line between criminals and spycraft to begin with and spies, but yet, there is a smidgen of a difference between criminal spycraft and spycraft. 100%. Wait, thank you. Stay peaceful, praise God, and all that you do, praise God.